Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Sam, or KBudKMK, or The Mule. Um, I'm one of the subpar players from the Coupled Gamers channel, and this is like my first gameplay, I guess, gameplay commentary. So I don't know if it's gonna be good or not, but I'm just gonna give it a try, and just wing it. Um, this is a launch on Dom, and unfortunately, uh, theater mode cut off like the first, I don't know, a minute or so. So as you can see, I already have a care package. I'm using the MP5K. This is the first game of my 5th Prestige, and you know, I kind of got lucky. It's a launch Dom, as you can see. I'm 7 and something. I can't really see it that well right now, but what I wanted to talk about today was my gaming history and who I am and that kind of stuff. So as you can see, I got a sentry gun here. I pull some really noob moves with this sentry gun, so yeah, don't really hate on me for that. But as I said earlier, my name's Sam. I'm 20 years old, live in the middle of the country, and you know, for a while there, you know, I just like I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. Anyways, so my gaming history. My first serious console that I played on a lot at the time was Sega Genesis, and I enjoyed the hell out of Sonic and Street Fighter. You know, those were my games. But you know, I go back all the way to NES days. I remember playing Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, you know, Super Mario Brothers. But the first actual console that I got serious with was Sega Genesis, and I love the hell out of that thing. But you know, and then I played a lot of Sega, and then the N64 came out, and that was the hot thing. I remember playing a lot of GoldenEye and Mario Kart 64 and just Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. That was a great game too, and you know, all those games that on the N64 were just really great. But you know, and then, you know, I played a lot of GoldenEye and stuff, but I had a friend, you know, he had a PlayStation, the very first PlayStation. And you know, he was my best friend at the time. He was my neighbor, and I always remembered, like, he didn't buy an N64, he bought a PlayStation. I was always wondering that, like, it was just like this new thing back then that the PlayStation was. So it was kind of just weird to have for someone to have a PlayStation. Everybody, especially at our age. I mean, I could understand somebody older, but you know, he wasn't older. He was my age. I was like 6 years old at the time, and he had a PlayStation. I remember playing a little bit of that, and you know, that was fun. But I don't really remember much of the first PlayStation. But yeah, I played a lot of N64, and then the PlayStation 2 came out, and that was I had a friend, you know, and this is around the time I moved to South Dakota, and he had a PlayStation, the original PlayStation, but he always talked about Twisted Metal and all this stuff. And then this was around the PlayStation 2 being released. And I had another friend that used to talk about Grand Theft Auto a lot, so I really wanted to play these games. And my brother wanted to get PlayStation 2 for, you know, he wanted to get it for Final Fantasy. So he got it for Final Fantasy, and then I ended up playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. And mind you, I'm like 10, you know, like 11, 12. I mean, I wasn't very old, and I wasn't a very mature person for these kind of games, but I was playing a lot of them. And Final Fantasy, you know, I never really got into because it was too long, and I was too young to really understand. But I remember playing it just for the hell of playing it. I never knew what the hell I was doing, but I remember playing it. And you know, I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto, and then, you know, Gran Turismo 4, and that's when I really started getting into racing games. Was Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2 and Gran Turismo 4. I mean, I dedicated a lot of my middle school years playing Need for Speed Underground and Underground 2. I mean, I don't know if you guys did, but that was my game back then. And then I kind of got into the racing game thing, and I never really, you know, touched any other game other than racing games after that until, you know, Black Ops, basically. I mean, I just that's what I played. And then, when I was, I think I was a freshman in high school, I got a PlayStation 3, and that was really cool for the time. And I wasn't really a multiplayer game fan. Um, I never really played multiplayer games. I was more of a single-player fanatic, and I used to play a lot of Assassin's Creed and just all these single-player games. And I knew these people in high school. They used to talk about COD 4, and they were in my chemistry class, and they used to talk about COD 4 all the time. And I always used to wonder, what the hell is this game? And until little did I know that later on down the road, a couple pieces, I was going to be playing a lot of it. But yeah, they always used to talk about it, and I never understood what the fascination was and why people played it so much. And and then I get into college. Now I'm kind of fast forwarding a lot, but I get into college. This is after high school, but as you know, I played a lot of single player games through high school, and that was pretty much it. And then I got into college, and I had friends that, they talked about Black Ops being released, and I was like, what the hell? I really want to play this game now, because I hear so many people talk about it, and just how much fun it seems. So, I was like, fine, I'll buy this. And I knew what I was getting into this time. I knew that it was mainly multiplayer, and that there were a lot of people that were gonna... Oh yeah, I bust out the new tube here. Fuck yeah. Anyways, so I knew a lot of people that, that were gonna be way better than me, and I was in for, a lot of rough times. But I started playing, and I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely terrible. And but I stuck through it throughout a while, and then I noticed, like, I you know I'm only 5th prestige for a reason, because I played a lot of TDM at the time, and I was basically getting no XP because for one, I wasn't killing anybody really. I mean, and if I was, it was only like 4 or 5 people. And I started playing Dom, and I had a lot of fun in Dom, and I noticed I could get a lot of kills and a lot of XP at the same time. And and then that started leveling and getting me on the right track. And by the way, I don't really care for KD, but my KD is negative because of all those times I really fucked up really bad when I was a noob, and my deficit is so high that it's pretty hard to recover. But yeah, it looks like I got a little bit longer. Anyways, but yeah, I started playing Black Ops, and I got sucked in, and then I started playing with my team because of Huppet and all this stuff, and and then my girlfriend started playing, and it just became part of my life, everyday life, and wouldn't ask for much, but it looks like the game's over. 38-11 is the final score. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good time.